video and audio stream through taccup.com.au. This is TAC Cup Radio.
Good afternoon and welcome to Burbank Oval, the Williamstown football ground. It's round 3 action. The Western Jets are hosting the Eastern Rangers. You have logged on to TAC Cup Radio. We'll be live streaming the game this afternoon. I'm Phil Crooks. Got the honour of calling today's big match and joined in the comm box by Rick Morris after a week off.
I am Crooksy. Yes, enjoyed the Easter little break there, but today's a magnificent day, isn't it? I was ready to call the cricket as I arrived, but we saw some good TAC Cup girls footy between the Jets and Eastern, and it was great to see because it was accurate kicking. The Jets 6 goals straight defeated the Eastern Rangers 5 goals 1. So good to see the girls showing the boys how it's done.
Great kicking, and joining us for the first time in 2018 is Mr. Special Comments, Gabe Sorrentino. How are you, Gabe?
I'm very well, Crooksy and Rick, and look forward to this. This is perfect football conditions.
Now, Willie over the years is notorious for throwing up in the middle of winter some absolute Barry Crockers, but we've been fortunate.
Yeah, have you been a bit sneaky in this fixturing, Crooksy?
I always
the
come
early part of the
autumn.
season, with the bay right behind us, but
it's postcard stuff out here today.
Now, Gabe, of course, is Special Comments for Cowboys Cash and Carry.
Absolutely.
Yep, and hello to Benji and
Josie.
And Josie.
And
happy birthday to Josie, I think.
Yeah,
was
Josie's birthday. And I can tell you I bought a couple of pairs of jeans last week, Gabe, up at Cowboys.
He actually texted me, Gabe, and he said, I've bought 2 pairs of women's jeans for $10 or something.
$20.
$20? So that just begged the question amongst the rest of the team, why is he buying women's jeans?
Well, it wasn't for me anyway.
Oh, it was a present.
Okay.
Gee,
Right.
you've lashed out there, Rick.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had a couple of games, and I'll tell you another day that we've missed out today is we normally go to Bendigo.
Yes,
We've
we
been
do.
to Bendigo a few times. That bloke in the TAB on the way in, he'll say, where the hell are the blokes? Where are the boys today? And we put our bets on. So,
we have got a game at QE Oval, haven't we?
Yep, later in the year we're going up to see Bendigo, but all the country teams are playing up there today. And we've had a couple of games so far, or one game resulted so far.
I think we've got 2 results. The Pioneers hosted the Gippsland Power, who won 17-14, 116 to the Pioneers, 8-5, 53. Power showing some early form this year. So,
they are, yeah.
The side to watch, and the Stingrays also another side I think that's doing quite well early, and they tend to be slow starters. So they've shown a bit of form early in the TAC Cup, 12-7-79. The Rebels 3-4-22. I'm not sure if that's a completed score or not, but that's a healthy margin there. And we've got our game, and I think the Bushrangers and the Falcons are following the Power and the
final trip of the triple header at QEE Oval.
Just a little pointer. These 2 coaches have coached a few games for their respective clubs. Torrin Baker for the Jets and also Darren Buick at Eastern, haven't they? They've been familiar fixtures in this lineup for a long time now.
Mainstays, and
Darren Buick had almost a life membership, wouldn't it? He'd be 10 years
he spent
at
more
least.
time at the Eastern Rangers than he did at Windy Hill.
Yeah.
Both these clubs have provided number 1 draft picks in recent years.
Yes.
Western Jets' first one last year, Cam Rayner,
And then we had
Tommy Boyd and Johnny
Boyd.
Patton.
Yep.
Jonathan Patton, or not that long ago. So we hope we might see a bit more of that talent come out today as the Western Jets come onto the ground. They're in their traditional royal blue strip with the yellow sash come tarmac and the jet on it. Always a striking jumper, and the Rangers are in their alternative strip.
Yeah, no arguing about the colours here, is there? Good contrast, Crooksy.
Easy, it should be easy to call. So we're going to take our first break. On the other side of this, it's round 3 action here from Williamstown, the Jets and the Rangers.
Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. Executive Maintenance has grown to be a preferred facility maintenance provider by maintaining excellence for over 25 years. A registered domestic and commercial building practitioner, Executive Maintenance provides facility maintenance for government, corporate, property and retail sectors. Whether it's a handyman for your corporate space or a fully qualified crew to manage your project, Executive Maintenance has the knowledge and expertise to provide a personal yet professional service. If you need assistance with your building maintenance needs, email admin@executivemaintenance.com.au. Executive Maintenance, a proud sponsor of TAC Cup Radio. Another year of TAC Cup football and your number one AFL draft site is back and bigger than ever. AdZ Media, powering AFL Draft Central, continues to revolutionise the way AFL draft content is reported. In 2018, the team has increased to more than 40 writers who will provide powerful and cutting-edge stories nationwide. With draft news, features and women's football coverage, AFL Draft Central is your one-stop shop for AFL draft content. Head to afldraftcentral.com.au or stay up to date with us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Check out at AFL Draft Central. Essendon captain Heppel settles, and he's done it! He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun pup Cal Porter is looking good in his debut match. Gippsland Power generates footy legends, and NG is the power behind Gippsland Power. NG Hazelwood are proud to be helping tomorrow's future stars as major sponsor of Gippsland Power. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power! Cowboys Cash and Carry has moved. They can now be found at 694 High Street, Epping, in the hub in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. And to celebrate the move, they have 50,000 pairs of men's and ladies' denim. A huge range of styles, including Kenji, Maya, Maddox, that normally retail for $100, Cowboys price between $10 and $15. That's right, between $10 and $15. Open 7 days a week. Get along to Cowboys Cash and Carry in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com. On taccup.com.au, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Back here at Burbank Oval, Williamstown Football Ground. It is picture postcard weather as the captain, Xavier O'Halloran of the Western Jets, is in the middle of the ground to toss the coin. He is with Joel Burley. The coin goes up. Joel's won the toss. He's going to kick to the...
Interesting. Into the wind.
Northern or city end. Although it's just a breeze. It's just a...
Yeah.
It wouldn't fill the spinnaker, Gabe, I don't think.
This is my theory, though. There's no breeze now, but we know what it's like.
It can change.
It can pick up quickly, and I thought you'd take every opportunity, or maybe that's what they're hoping, is that it does pick up and they get 2 quarters with it.
They might be smarter than us, Gabe.
Yeah.
And hoping for a bit of a breeze in the last quarter.
They might have Jane Bunn supporting them over in the east there. Western Jets coming off a narrow loss to the Northern Knights last week.
Yep.
And the Rangers lost on Holy Thursday night to the Calder Cannons, who came home strong in the last quarter. They're in the game for a long way. I'm selecting the Western Jets.
I've gone for the Jets as well, but I'm going to put a line through Eastern's first game that we called.
Oh.
It was just horrible conditions in the wet, and we're going to let them off that one.
Ignore that form.
Let's hope they bring a better game today for us.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the Jets at home, this is their home ground here.
Half a home ground, yeah.
Half a home ground.
Avalon.
Every time we've seen the Jets play here, they don't play a bad game. So you'd think they'd get over the line here. But we're going to have Sean Tui come and visit us at halftime. And he was mentioning that a couple of players have been added
to Vic Metro.
To Vic Metro. So we're going to keep an eye out Now, if we remember who the players were, I think there was
Xavier Fry, James
Fry.
Blank.
And there was one other.
Two, and there was one other. And for the Jets today, Oscar Manton,
yes,
who is the son of Glenn Manton.
Glenn
All
Manton.
right. Round 3 action, TAC Cup Radio. Take it away, Rick.
Umpire holds the ball in the air and a nice throw straight up and getting it down nicely there was the ruckman in Corliss, gets it to ground. Western Jets, sorry, with the numbers, get it out wide and there's a mark out in front. Nice sliding mark there to Mellis. He'll dish it off and they'll work towards the boundary forward pocket.
Oof.
Out in front, bit of a collision with the boundary umpire. No, not too much trouble there. Out of bounds it goes. We're close to the 50-ish metre mark, and the Jets are attacking. Ball up, Corliss wrestling, over the back it goes. Can't quite break the tackle, spills out the back. Trying to paddle it towards the boundary again. No clear possessions here at the minute. We get traffic everywhere. Players trying to work it clear, but good harassing by the Eastern defence. Eventually, that was paid in the back, was it, Gabe?
Yes, pushing it back.
So the player with the ball is Papachasakis.
Oh.
And he plays on straight away, goes to 50, runs towards the goal square, and a nice intercept mark there by the Rangers player in Ross. He gets towards the back pocket, dishes it off to his teammate Fry, who plays on, and centimetre perfect, but the mark was spilled down there by Zalek. Out of bounds it goes, 55 out from the Jets goal.
Ball to be thrown in. Technica looking after the time clock today. Minute and a half into this first quarter. Like the boundary umpire's style there. Beautiful throw in. Ball spits out the back. Might have been held there. Scrubby kick forward. Now it's Fry. Gets it between half-back and wing. Good use by hand. Duffy.
Open
Kicks to
line.
a bit. Kicks to the fat side. Running onto it is Clausen. Keeps his feet. Gets the handball away. Back to Mellis. He loses it. Jets have a 3-on-2 here. Handball to no one in particular. Eastern Rangers can set this baby up. Top of the 50. And the mark is taken by Jonty Duffy. Jonty Duffy will be on a 30-degree angle. He'll kick. He's got a shorty. Oh, and he
good.
just gets there. It's a daisy cutter.
Centimetre perfect, Crooksy.
And the mark has been taken by Todd Garner.
Brother of?
Joel Garner, who was drafted too.
Who's not a West Indies cricketer.
No.
Port Adelaide?
Think he was. Think you're right, Gabo. Todd Garner for the first of the afternoon, kicking to the city end of the ground. Lays back on it. Just a lovely kick off the boot. That's the first to the Eastern Rangers. 1 goal straight, 6 on the NG scoreboard. The Jets yet to score. 3 minutes in on the Technica time clock. Gabe.
Yeah, that was a good start, but just a bit of panic football there by the Jets. That handball indiscriminate and open up the play. But I noticed when the Rangers went in forward, it was very open. Basically, it was 2-on-2, a deep full forward and a centre half forward, and plenty of space there.
Up they go, Corliss again with the tap out, gets it down, but Jets with the numbers around the ball. Clearing kick this time by Duffy, gets it forward, already in the action, Duffy. Getting it towards forward 50. They'll keep it in. Good paddling around there by Hurst. He chips inboard, but we've got an intercept mark down there in defence by the Jets player. And that looked like Andrews down there. He'll get it off. They'll go towards half-back. We've got a one-on-one situation. Good spoil over the back. We're on the beach side of the ground.
Good
And
kick.
Jets will get it down the line a bit further. Almost a nice pick-up by Jack. He got tackled. Series of handballs over the back. They should be able to clear it through the middle of the ground here, this time by Burley. The captain gets it down to full forward. Big punch over the back, sees the Jets in the van here. They should be able to get it up and running across half back. They'll go to half forward. A one-on-one, good spoil over the back. Again, Jets with the
Oh,
numbers.
here
we go.
Here we go in the van there, Butters. He runs to 50.
Good vision.
Inside. Beautiful pass to Rudick.
That was beautiful
And,
vision, Matt.
Was it Tristan Rudick who took the mark of the day last year in that forward pocket, I think
I
it
believe
was?
you're
Down,
right there.
down in that corner there.
Yeah.
He hurt himself when he landed.
That's
as well.
right.
So
That'd be the executive maintenance mark of the day, which they're all flying for today.
Exactly, and Rudick will kick from 35 metres out directly in front. And he comes in, the little fella, and he connects to the
no.
left. And that's through for one behind. That'll take, that's their first score of the day. One behind plays 1 goal straight here. And that's of course on the TAC scoreboard. And we're 5 minutes in on the Technica time clock, first quarter action.
Ball brought in by Fry, kicks to centre half back. They've got numbers here. Working it through the middle of the ground is Dario. He kicks up forward, Jets. Nice attack on the ball. Seem to have a lot of numbers in defence, Gabe.
yes,
Western Jets.
they are, but the Rangers then have a fair few players around the middle of the ground. So be interesting to see who wins that battle.
Western Jets. Not convincing, but they're getting the ball down here. Papachasakis kicks it inside 50. It's a scrubby old kick close to the boundary line. Not out in the full. It'll be over the boundary line and out of bounds.
They're playing defensive side, the Jets, but what's happening though is the goal that the Rangers got was basically a turnover, which left them open up a lot of loose players. So it'd be interesting to see who wins that battle. Well, that's holding on in the ruck.
Ball thrown up. Jets. Ball tapped out. Now they've got some numbers. They need some shepherding. This is Andrews.
Good kick.
Kicks to the square. Oh, over the... Oh!
Hit the goal umpire.
I think it did hit the goal umpire's boot. It went back into play. It's one for the rule makers. 2 behinds to 1 goal straight. Xavier Fry had a bit of work to do early doors as Xavier kicks to himself. Goes to the western side of the ground. The big men fly. Oh, nice mark. Taken at the back for the Jets there. They kick to centre half forward. This is Jaden Rice. Rice puts in a shorty. Oh,
That was always going to happen.
pushing the back.
Not the Jets player's fault either. He was just on a lead.
He was pushed. He was pushed into pushing the other guy in the back.
Can I just say,
Aaron Clark.
the Jets have got the kick out of this, but can I just say Cody Hurst, you can call it a little bit of stupidity, but it was courageous. He backed back into that.
Into that, yeah.
You know, he was trying to fill in the gap, so it should be noted.
Aaron Clark directly in front. He will kick from 45 metres out. The drop punt. The red Sharon just goes to the left. 3rd behind. Jets 3 behinds. Rangers 1 goal on the NG scoreboard. 8 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
Fry to take the kick out, which is interesting because Cardamone did a fair bit of it in round 1. And Fry plays on, kicks towards half back. Spalled over the back. They're keeping himself in the forward line here, the Jets. They're getting numbers around it though, Easton, and they run through Fry, dish off the handball, and that's Burley with the kick out in front at half forward. They'll run onto it, just set up to allow the defender in Rocky to come in, who's looked good at times early in this match defensively, and he seems a real scragger, that Rocky. Gets it down. Can't break away. Off they go. Oh, good tackle, Hurst. He'll get rewarded. And he might be a bit of a goer, Gabe, as you said.
Yeah.
Cody Hurst.
So now we've got a congested forward line there, Rick.
Looks like he should have a surfboard under his arm, but he gets it down to
Whoa!
forward. Up they go. Couldn't quite get it away. Western Jets got the numbers back, but they're in trouble here. Goes back inboard towards the behind post. We've got about 15 players around this congestion. We'll have a ball up. We're pretty close. Now they can't hit it through, Gabe.
No.
Has to go away from the goals, this throw up. Into the goal square. Oh, quick kick out of trouble. But Easton through Clausen. Gets it, runs around beautifully.
Beautiful.
Runs to 50. Chips it out. Centres it. Up they go, over the back it goes, Weston. I keep saying Willie. We're in Willie. Gets it down towards half-back. They've got the numbers, but an awkward bounce. They couldn't go with it. Series of handballs sees it out of trouble, and Dario gets it down towards full forward with an intercept mark.
Western Jets go to the western side of the ground. This will be Casa. Darcy Casa waits, draws a man, looks along the line, and Emerson Jecker. Some of the best names in TAC today. There's some real beauties. Emerson Jecker. Ball to be thrown in, bang on centre wing. 6 plays 3. The Rangers with the only goal of the game so far, halfway through this first quarter. Ball comes to ground. Rangers, quick hands, intercept. Little flicking handball out wide, close to the boundary line, and they can't keep it in. Good harassment by Joel Burley, the skipper of the Rangers today. Ball to be thrown in again.
Just around the ground, Stingrays 98, Rebels 28.
The Ruckman set themselves. Tap down. Thar gets it out. Back to Cassar. Butters sidesteps. It's a funny old kick. Doesn't get a lot of length on it, but he wins the ball back. Now we've got Pettigrove. Handballs over the top to Honey.
Good tackle.
Holding the ball, says the umpire. And this will be
Hurst again.
Hurst on centre wing. Goes into the middle of Burbank Oval. They look up. They want to switch play. They like the fat side of the ground, the old Eastern Rangers. This is Ross. Can't grab it. The cavalry arrive. Rangers first to it. Needs to pick it up quickly and dispose. They spit the ball out. Run it in front of them. The Jets starting to crowd them, hunt them. Now they get it out. They kick it into the middle of Williamstown again. Good spinning around there by Smythe. He gets it to the half-forward flank. Williamstown are a chance here through Rudick. Lovely pass.
Oh, no. What
Don't know if that was the best bet.
No.
And now the kick smothered. Cardamone's going to be first back here. He'll be safe. He gets it across. Quirk. Kicks to half back. The big men fly. That's an executive maintenance mark of the day contender.
That is the leader at the moment.
Oh, where's the manning up?
Now we've got Smythe inside 50, just minding his own.
Yeah,
the player was Kiriazis, was the marker.
All right. Lining up here is Will Smythe. He's on a 45-degree angle. He's going to kick from right on 50. It will test him. He comes in, he kicks.
Whoa.
It's a bit of a low floater skimmer. It's in the goal square. And
hits the behind post.
It'll be thrown in 13 minutes in, or approaching 13 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
He's got a bit of a jockey's name, Willie Smythe.
He has, yes.
Underneath the commentary box here, right beside the behind post. Got the Ruckman dueling for position. To the front of the pack it goes. Got numbers here. We've got a snap-on goal on the left. Coming back just offline there. And touched as well by Thar. Thar with the left boot. Through from behind. That's their fourth behind the Jets. 4 behinds to the Rangers, 1 goal straight. And that is on the TAC scoreboard. And we're 13 minutes in to this first quarter on the Technica time clock. Now, good hand out the back. And that's good running by Kritopoulos. He gets it wide. He's got a man on the loose. They get it down towards full forward for a one-on-one. Slipped at the crucial stage there down the back, the big fella Lockman, and allowed the Jets in. But we've got an intercept straight away through Chin. We might have a bit of fun with him over the year, Crooksy. And Chin will come in. Harvey. He's going to kick from 35 out. Harvey, Chin. Bit of an angle, not an easy kick, but he comes in on the left. And that slides to the left, actually, through from behind. And that's 1 goal, 1-7, plays 4 behinds.
It just snuck in, Rick, by the hair on his chinny chin chin.
That's exactly right, Crooksy.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
They'll play on straight away here, the Jets. And Western drive it down towards centre wing. They're in the van. Or mark over the back. Not taken. Play on. They've got numbers around it through Honey. Can't quite break away. Little dish out the side. They run in and out of trouble. They should be able to straighten up here, but an errant handball sees the ball kick back into a dangerous position. Allowed Easton in through the middle of the ground. They got numbers. That time the hand through Kalkowski. They work it through the middle and just forward of the centre. And we've got there taking it Kritopolis. He goes forward a bit high. And we've got the Jets strong down in there in defence. Able to get the numbers back and get it down towards the wing. Over the back it goes and out of bounds.
Oh!
Now, Gabe,
yes.
A few kicks I've seen today so far have been way up high of the leading player above their head. So they've just got to straighten it out and time that kick a bit better, don't they? Give the forward a chance.
Yeah, keep it a bit lower. Let the forward come to the ball, not necessarily kick it on top of his head.
So they're at centre wing here. Tap to the front. There's a holding there. And this time we've got Burley. So he's at centre wing. Now Burley, he runs around and heads towards full forward. Burley.
10 over the top.
Down it goes. Oh, big collision. Play on's a call. It's anyone's ball here at half forward. And the Eastern's holding it in. And the umpire will he pay anything?
No, he didn't. Thought he might have dragged it in and not try get it out.
In front of the NG scoreboard. Ball up, Rangers. Hurst spins around. Spits out a handball. Gets it back to Burley. Kick into the square.
Oh, good
2 bites of the cherry. Manton sees it over the line. Rushes it through for a behind. Rangers move on to 1-2-8. The Jets are 4 behinds. And we are approaching 17 minutes in to the first quarter on the Technica time clock. Western Jets sweeping handball backwards, doesn't hit the target. Now the Rangers are in the van if they can be clean. They spit it out the back to Kalkowski. He kicks it around the Johnny Horner, looking for a mark over the back. Spills. Jets have got numbers, but they haven't got the footy. Now it comes out to Hurst. Hurst in line for the Nixon Finance Player of the Day as the ball is taken over the boundary line out of bounds.
The captain also, Joel Burley, getting very involved in the game, isn't he?
Bit of leather poisoning, I think, with Burley. You'd have it.
Nice mover, isn't he? And nice on that left foot. So we're at half forward here. Eastern Rangers attacking. And the score reads 4 points to 8 points. Out the back, fresh air shot. Trying to work it clear, the Jets, but numbers around the ball, Eastern. Out into trouble zone. They'll clear it and get it out wide that time to Rice. He plays on through the middle. Doesn't quite hit his target, but they had room to move. There goes, that was Thar there. He gets it down towards centre half forward. Great intercept mark by Blank. The big fella plays on to Cartamodi straight away on the left. He goes towards centre wing to a lead up. But it was a 2-on-2 situation. The Jets first to recover. Thar gets it. Gets it inside towards the boundary line. Fumble. Over it went.
Just a little bit of fumbling going on, especially from the Jets. They're
not clean.
They're not just, if they clean up a little bit, I think they got...
Getting enough of it.
Yeah.
Just got to hold on to it. Ball in. Centre wing. Up they go. Tapped down by Walters. Gets it to the front of the pack. Can't quite break away there. Trying to work their way out of it. Walters again with the handoff. This will be just a kick under pressure. Cartamoni setting himself. Pushes it towards the boundary line. They got a couple here if they can flick it out the back door, but read beautifully that time by Clausen. He runs to Cartamoni, who gets tackled. Worked it back inboard. Bit of a head contact there.
Yeah.
Play on's a call.
Side bump, fair bump.
Yeah, the head was down though. You've got to be careful in those situations, Crooks. He might have not hit him in the head, but
Ball thrown up. Half forward flank. Rangers try to move it on by hand. Quick kick. Hurst squeezes a handball out. Finds Blank. Kicks it up nice and high underneath it. Nice mark taken there by Josh Jenkins. Thought he'd be a bit old for this competition. But Josh Jenkins, half back for Western. The big pack fly falls to the front. Rangers just running into trouble. Collard ends up with Hurst. He paddles it in front of him, gets it, gathers it, kicks it into the heart of 50. It comes over the back. They're a bit of a chance here, the Rangers. They get it out and run into an open goal. And that was to Kritopoulos, Jack Kritopoulos. He gets his first for the day. The Eastern Rangers second. 2-2-14 on the NG scoreboard. The Western Jets are 4 behinds. 20 and a half minutes in on the Technica time clock, and a nice transferal up the ground. Perfect play.
Rick, it was old school footy. Kick it to the forward, up high. If it goes over the back, small men front and centre. Kritopoulos got the handball there. I'm not sure if it was Malice that handed it to him, but it was just perfect footy there by the Rangers. Get it in forward quickly, get in the right spots. Nice goal.
Now, De Rayo goes into the middle to help out, but up they go. Bring it to ground. Burley gets it down towards half forward on the left. Down towards forward 50, thumped away. Outer side of the ground. Can't break away. Now they've got someone loose out in the side. And, grubbed along the ground. That was a worm burner. Didn't quite open it up enough for the Jets. And De Rayo gets tackled. Who was the tackler there? That looked like Honey to me. That was Sweet.
If you're joining TAC Cup Radio for the first time, get used to it.
Pun City.
Up they go. Bring it to ground. Again, they get out of that congested area, and Easton should be able to get it out, but great tackle.
Too high.
Too high it was.
Just slipped up a little bit, Rick, at the end.
Jekka, the tackler. But play on's the call this time. We've got Garner going forward. Intercept mark again. That back line's holding up pretty well for the Jets. And they'll go through the middle of the ground this time.
Andrews.
So Andrews, he plays on. Down towards centre half forward. The big men go up. Over the back it goes. All still in dispute. 45 out from goal. They've done well there, but the Rangers should get it out to Burley. He hands it off. They're going through the middle now. We've got the runner in Fry. He gets it out to the centre of the square, and Kritopoulos has got it. He's got runners out to the right. He's got an option of 2 players. They get it further afield to Fry, who's run up from the back pocket.
Look at that.
He kicks towards the full forward area. Up they go. Can't quite gather it in through for a behind. Really good forward movement there by the Rangers. Just starting to get on top at the moment.
Just a little cleaner, Rick. I think when they get open play, they're grabbing the ball, they're kicking it to space. So I think Brooksy mentioned a couple of times they like kicking it out wide to the fat side, as we call it.
Western Jets bringing the ball back in.
He's run 30 metres.
Long kick. He was looking for Casa. Can't quite take it in. Rangers. Good now play. The Jets have got a little bit of space here. See, again, they fumble gate.
Yeah.
Now they've got it clean. They kick into the middle of the ground, but it is all Eastern Rangers. Nice mark taken by Kai Quirk. Quirk kicks to centre half forward. Up they go. Didn't quite take it. Jets at the spill of the ball. They kick out wide to centre wing. Gonna keep it in. Tackle. Rolled over the line. Out of bounds. 2-3-15. 4 behinds. 4. Almost 24 minutes
There was
in.
a Quirk that played for St Kilda in the 80s.
Brian Quirk.
Brian Quirk played for Carlton.
Oh, for Carlton, was it?
Played a long time. He played in the 68 grand final against Essendon.
And 70, wasn't it?
And 70, yep.
Down to it, the ground it goes, but out of bounds it goes again.
Geez, we're old.
Just like yesterday it was, wasn't it?
It feels like yesterday. I was there. I was at the game.
Now the throw in. Quite a few around it. Walters They get it to ground. Walters gets it and runs into trouble, gets caught with it. What do they do here? No opportunity. There'll be a ball up.
Correct call with the toss?
At the moment, yeah, definitely.
So the Jets paddling it forward, but no clear possession. This time it ends up with Dareo. Gets it down towards half forward. Hurst knocks it on further. Inside 50 they go. Out the back it goes. Kick over the shoulder by Duffy. Down towards full forward, but another intercept mark down there. And they'll play on, but it's too late. And it is quarter time here at Burbank Oval. The Eastern Rangers 2-3-15 lead the Western Jets 4 behinds. And interesting quarter of footy.
Yeah, just Rangers probably a little bit cleaner with the football, less fumbling. The goal kickers for the Rangers, Garner and Kritopoulos, and of course for the Jets, no goal kicker. Quickly around the grounds, Kangaroos 4 straight, Melbourne yet to score, and Port Adelaide 4-6-30, Brisbane Lions 4-1-25 early in the second quarter.
Good work. All right, we'll take a break here on TAC Cup Radio and be back to discuss the first quarter.
Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. Executive Maintenance has grown to be a preferred facility maintenance provider by maintaining excellence for over 25 years. A registered domestic and commercial building practitioner, Executive Maintenance provides facility maintenance for government, corporate, property and retail sectors. Whether it's a handyman for your corporate space or a fully qualified crew to manage your project, Executive Maintenance has the knowledge and expertise to provide a personal yet professional service. If you need assistance with your building maintenance needs, email admin@executivemaintenance.com.au. Executive Maintenance, a proud sponsor of TAC Cup Radio. Another year of TAC Cup football and your number one AFL draft site is back and bigger than ever. AdZ Media, powering AFL Draft Central, continues to revolutionise the way AFL draft content is reported. In 2018, the team has increased to more than 40 writers who will provide powerful and cutting-edge stories nationwide. With draft news, features and women's football coverage, AFL Draft Central is your one-stop shop for AFL draft content. Head to afldraftcentral.com.au or stay up to date with us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Check out at AFL Draft Central. Essendon captain Heppel settles, and he's done it! He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun pup Cal Porter is looking good in his debut match. Gippsland Power generates footy legends, and NG is the power behind Gippsland Power. NG Hazelwood are proud to be helping tomorrow's future stars as major sponsor of Gippsland Power. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power! Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com. Cowboys Cash and Carry has moved. They can now be found at 694 High Street, Epping, in the hub in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. And to celebrate the move, they have 50,000 pairs of men's and ladies' denim. A huge range of styles, including Kenji, Maya, Maddox, that normally retail for $100, Cowboys price between $10 and $15. That's right, between $10 and $15. Open 7 days a week. Get along to Cowboys Cash and Carry in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. On taccup.com.au, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Back here at Williamstown Football Ground, it is quarter time. The Eastern Rangers, the visitors, are 2 goals, 3-15. The Western Jets are 4 straight behinds. I think that's an oxymoron. What'd you make of the first quarter, Gabe?
Entertaining, but a lot of fumbling and a lot of kicks that are just like. I think both sides, if they cleaned up about 10%, we'd have a real high quality game of footy. So for me, the thing is, the Rangers are running in numbers. Whenever they grab the ball through the middle, they're handballing. They've got players there. They kick into the forward line. They're going to the fat side, but it's not hitting the target. But at least they're giving themselves a chance.
Some space to do some work.
And they're going okay.
Gabe, would it be fair to say you can, in the first quarter, you can see what Eastern Rangers' game plan is?
Yes.
Western Jets is a bit chaotic.
It is, but the thing that's killing the Western Jets is that they're fumbling. Nearly every single time they've had some space, they fumble. Rangers are there. So at the moment, the Jets can't get a game plan going because they're just not grabbing that ball.
I can tell you what they did do well was their defenders. They read the play pretty well and took quite a few intercepts.
Out of the footy going in there, they've done all right.
Did intercept quite a few of those forward thrusts. So, they might be keeping him in at the moment, and it's not much of a difference, only 11-point margin. So if they can just get their hand on the ball and use it a bit better, they might be back in this game this quarter.
And that's the positive, really, Rick, is that the Jets haven't played well at all, but they're only 11 points down. So you think with a little bit of improvement. The other thing, the Rangers, they've got 2 or 3 players that are just getting the footy, and that's Burley, Duffy early in the quarter. The young boy Hurst, I've been really impressed with him. He actually looks like a bit of a footballer, and he's pretty clean, hand and foot, and he's courageous. We saw him back there at centre half back, so he's got a few ticks already as Cody Hurst. I thought Riley Clausen as well has done a few.
Yeah,
nice
he looks nice across that last line of defence, and also down there, Xavier Fry's done a fair bit of work and given him some drive and run out of the defensive area there.
Yep.
Who's the designated kicker out as well today?
And then Carter Money as well has been just a pretty steady influence. He's probably not so clean with the disposal, but at least he's got his body there. He's marshalling the troops, leading from the front, so pretty good. For the Jets, I mean, they've had a few good players. I think Zach Butters is a bit of a footballer. I think he's one of the ones that's actually been a bit clean. In defence, we mentioned, who was the boy that you mentioned, Rick, that had taken a couple of marks there. Oh, now I've lost him. So.
I mentioned that Rocky did a few defensive things in holding up, plays that looked like were going to be eminent goal. He was able to stop them a couple of times through some hard tackling. So I like that defensive part of Rocky's game. So if he can start to sort of, do that and then run off and create a link down there, because they've got the markers down there that are intercepting and doing well there. They just need to use it a bit better through that centre wing, of course. The Jets.
Josh Honey's been pretty good for them.
That's right,
being that link player. And I sort of like Darcy Casa with the dreadlocks. He's sort of been pretty good along this wing. So, Rangers are going okay, and the Jets need to improve a little.
All right, second quarter action about to get underway. There is 11 points the difference. The Jets will be kicking to the northern or city end of the ground. We'll just see if there's any breeze assistance or if the Rangers have cashed in. Second quarter action, take it away, Rick.
Throw up, straight away they go. Tapped down by Walters, gets it to ground. We've got a tackle there right back in the middle of the ground, and we'll have another ball up.
Stingrays 123, the Rebels 29.
Crikey.
So Walters using his big frame, gets it down. Good hand in there, just stopped that forward move. Little toe poke by Butters. They're under pressure here, they'll allow Eastern in. They've got numbers around the footy. Little hand out that time by McCormack. They'll get it out wide and chip it down towards the direction of Hurst, and he takes it out in front. He's looking to play on because he's going to kick from the 50, and didn't look keen to have a kick for goal, but now he's gone back. Going to back himself here, Cody Hurst.
So the two players that I mentioned, Burley and Hurst, straight into
the plate.
Yep.
Both left footers too, aren't they?
Yep. They've got a few left footers actually, the Rangers. This will be a big kick.
So Hurst comes to 50.
Left goal
from
post.
just inside. He keeps it low and goes very left. And a good mark on that point post there.
Zalak.
Mihail
Mihail.
Zalak. And they normally kick with the left nowadays, these blokes, don't they? They don't
Check side.
They don't normally go the banana bender.
This will be an AFL Draft Central goal of the day.
Banana,
Clubhouse leader.
I reckon he'll go the left. No, he's gone the banana,
Oh.
and they just don't seem to execute it like they used to, do they, Crooksy, the banana?
No, not like you and I used to be able to do that
No,
one.
we'd have no trouble from there.
Would have been 2 flags. Another behind to the Rangers, 2-4-16. The Jets are 4 behinds. And bringing the ball in is Lucas Rocky for the Western Jets. He kicks to half back, but it could come back just as quick as it got there. Hurst, good evasive skills. Handball was a bit hot. The little
Good
dinky
kick.
kick up forward. They need a mark. Can't get the second bite of the cherry. Now the Jets need to be just a bit cool and calm in a crisis. They kick to half back. Man in front. Again, the Rangers have got it. They sweep it forward. Mark it in defence for the Jets. This is Lachlan Pettygrove. He goes out wide and finds Daly Andrews. Andrews kicks straight, just finds his man. They play on straight away,
kick.
right into the middle.
3 good kicks, Gabe.
Yeah. Makes a difference.
Watkins. Watkins goes long inside 50. The big men fly. Spills, comes to the backhand, shot on goal.
That's a goal.
And that
Jecker.
was Jecker. Emerson Jecker gets the Jets first.
That looked like an AFL Draft Central goal of the day contender.
It was, and he is, he's a big fella, 197 and 87. He did that like a little cheeky rover, little forward pocket type, Emerson Jecker. But no, he's a big key forward. Good work.
And what did we notice there, Crooksy? Nice kicking through the middle,
Straight
hitting
up.
targets, no fumbles, goal.
1-4-10 on the NG scoreboard, 2-4-16 the Rangers, 3 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
They bring it out straight away, and Jets looking for another one here. But we're back in the middle. Can't quite break away. We'll have a ball up, centre of the ground, here at Burbank Oval in Williamstown. Up they go, tap to the front. Kick out of trouble there by Burley, down towards centre, forward. Oh, it goes over the back, dangerous spot. Jets have got a couple there, but nice work by Rocky. Gets it down towards centre wing, finds Butters. Butters plays on straight away, gets down towards half forward. They're out in front, and they'll take the mark. Much better kicking this quarter by the Jets. Oh, then as soon as you give them a rap, look what happens. And they should be able to clear this time through Burley.
Good tackle.
Good tackle again. Down it goes on the ground with 55 out from the Jets goal. And that should have been a clearance there to the Rangers. But good tackling there by the forward line of the Jets. Keeping the pressure on. Up they go straight away. Walters using his muscle. They get it out the back door. Holding the ball. Good tackle that time on that occasion was Malice. He'll get rewarded at halfback and they'll play on.
Easton, they kick to the western side of the ground, looking for Dario. Mark taken, strong, contested. Bang on centre wing. It's a little bit indecisive. Got the big left foot up. And, free kick to Easton. No advantage. And this will come back. There are 2 kicks out from goal. They kick it to the hot spot. The big men fly. Front and square. Just a clearing kick by Warner. And this is going to come back from whence it came. Puts it in short. Stapleton gets it off straight away. Again they kick it to the fat side. Lead the race to the footy. Jets, good defence. Kicks it round the corner. Keeps it in play. 2 on 1. Kept his eye on the footy, did Karazis. Couldn't take it. Now it stacks on the mill. The umpire will come in and no, holding the ball, says the umpire. Said you're over the top of it. Tough call. And Karazis will take it. He gets it off straight away to Radanovic. Radanovic kicks along the wing. Comes over the back, Rangers by hand. Just get it through Chin. Now it goes to half forward. They could raffle it. And it's Kairazi's getting plenty of the footy. Early doors, second term. Chops a little one sideways and spots up Josh Jenkins. Josh goes along the line, looking for another mark. Now they've got a chance. Thar, just a little bit of soccer tactics to get the ball forward. Now there's a good tackle by Thar. And now the umpire will come in and ball it up. 16 plays 10, 6.5 minutes in.
Just look a little bit more competitive, the Jets now.
Down it goes, half forward for the Jets. They just worked it out of there nicely there. The Rangers, Hurst had it and he got a heavy bump there. Both players going for the ball.
Shoulder.
Very heavy bump. And we've got a pack here. He was lucky he was right next to the bench, was able to go straight off Cody Hurst. Pretty hard collision there. Up they go. Tap down. Over the back it goes. Kick forward down towards half forward. Bit of a blind turn and went without it there. That was Manton. All of a sudden we've got a stack of players there and the umpire will ball it up about 60 out from the Jets goal. Beautiful day here at Williamstown on the beach there. Port Phillip Bay. Out the back it goes. Butters with the handoff. Gets it out wide. They've got it through Andrews. Runs through the middle towards the centre square, but an intercept straight away it goes. This is out in front of Kalkovsky. Out he goes towards 50. Runs onto it. Grabs it. Good tackle from behind. Gets pressure on the kicker. And out of bounds it goes, just 20 metres out from goal.
That was a hamstring stretcher, just getting his boot to ball.
Yeah, and had to really stretch out to get the right bounce of the ball at the same time. We're about 30 out from goal here with this ball up. Grandstand side of the ground. Tap down to the front. Jets with the numbers. Out the back to Jenkins. He centres it, goes out. Kick by Butters down towards half forward. And they'll hug the boundary here if they can keep it in. Can't quite do it.
Good play.
Or they did do it. And it goes back to Fry. He's in trouble. Out the back door. Trying to work it out of that problem. Kyriakis down the bottom. Kyriazis. Again, number of players around this contest. Strength there. Plays on. Goes the bounce there. Great work there by Crimmins. Can't break away again. Under the old rule of be holding the ball, but Cardamone gets it, sweeps it down towards half forward. Vassis gets it. He gets crunched. Play on's the call. And we've got 4 on top of each other here, and we'll have another ball up.
Got a bit aggressive, the Jets. They're putting in.
Tackling a feature of their game.
Yeah, definitely. It always is.
There's only one goal in it. Up they go again. Big leap. No one quite getting the hit out.
In the back.
Again, we've got numbers around it, and well spotted there. In the back it goes. And we'll have a free kick to Butters. No, that's Thar. Thar goes inside the square. Again, another nicely directed kick out in front.
Now go out wide.
The kick smothered. Kyriazis with the little handoff. He's got a runner out wide. Wide it goes. That kick from Papachatsakis. Inside half forward. But Easton should be able to clear here. Malice with the handoff. Over the back it goes. Good spoil.
Close
again. No, I think there was a fist on it. And the umpire saw that. And we'll ball it up at centre wing.
50-50 Crooksy. Play on.
Benefit of the doubt to the batsman. 16 plays 10. Rangers by a goal. Low scoring affair in perfect conditions. Wrapped up in a tackle. Ball spits out. They get it out the back. Now running forward is Radanovic. He's almost, now the ball's over the boundary line and out of bounds. Centre wing. Port Phillip Bay side of the ground. Free kick found there.
Bit soft.
And it is Rudick who will take it. Kicks it forward, all Western Jets. This is Warner.
No ball tampering there?
No, not whatsoever. Now Manton. Manton with a long searching kick up forward. Gave his forward every chance. Just couldn't quite take the mark. Spills down, stacks on the mill. Too high, says the umpire. And the Rangers will take the resultant free kick.
Just a touch aggressive, the Jets.
He's got to temper it a little bit. Tries to corral. Breaks the line. Kicks to centre wing. Butters. He's going to send it back right from whence it came. Good work.
Oh, go on. You should have went on. Take the game on.
Clark. Aaron Clark. Again, a long kick. He's looking for Jekka. He can't take it. Big punch. Ball hits the deck. Rangers. It's a quick kick out. Trying to trap the ball underneath. Rocky can't get it out. Now the Rangers can get it out through Stapleton. Good hands. Gets it back. Has to be quick. They're playing keepings off. Oh, now they've got it to the fat part of the ground. This is Zalek. Zalek switches play. He's got Lockman. No, man in front. Great mark. Papachizakis.
Yeah.
Bit of Dustin Fletcher in that one. Plays on from, that was Casa, down towards centre wing. Intercept by Fry, does well, gets on the left. Casa should intercept and does well, running backwards.
In the back.
Oh, it was in the back, was it, Gabe?
Yep.
Didn't see that. Umpire spotted something there, and Kritopoulos has it at half forward for Eastern. He goes short to a lead, but Casa will get it back. Oh no, he dropped it. Was involved in a few plays there, Casa.
Gets himself into the game.
So we've got to throw in underneath the com box, grandstand side. And big fellas to duel. Up they go. Tap to the front. Trying to break through the trouble. Easton holding it in. Gilby underneath everything. Gets it out, but the umpire will ball it up.
Now, Gilby is the nephew of Lindsay Gilby.
The nephew. Had to be some relation there. Over the back it goes. They should clear. That was a long kick. Papachatsakis out towards half-back. They pick it up that time and lose it just as quickly, Watkins. They tap it a further afield. Just got to get another number to the ball here, and they do. And that's picked up by Honey. Goes long, ran his full distance, but got tackled at the last minute, and Fry has it. Fry plays on straight away. Bit of a wobbler towards half-back over the other side of the ground. This will be picked up by Clausen. He gets it over. They've got numbers if they can get the kick right.
Gee, that's
out in front that time of Vassis, but again the kick didn't execute well. Out of bounds it goes. He had a field in front of him if the kick hits the target.
Darren Buick's got the Rangers playing a brand of footy that could win finals and things like that. They've just got to execute it.
Ball thrown in. They get it out the back to get it forward. Stapleton, he's caught up in a tackle. Clausen. Oh, he's got a man all on his Pat Malone and he's almost found him. Just can't quite get it. Clark. They run in, they get it. Here's a little kick out. Now it's up. It's in the goal square. We're looking for Kritopoulos. Oh, holding the man against Kritopoulos.
Matthew Lloyd used to do that all the time, didn't he, Crooks? He
I think he did it once in about a 250-game career. Hamish Murphy. Kicks to half-back. Comes over the back. Running onto it is Rice. Keeps it in. They try to get it back. The tackling is a big feature of the game. Now they're a chance through Darcy Casa.
Get rid of it.
Casa goes to half forward but spots out his opponent. And now it comes forward. Mark taken here by Stapleton. He's coming into the game. The left footer squares it up. Mellis. Mitch Mellis.
Good quarter.
Gets it across looking for Kelchowski. He turns back into trouble but executes nicely. Looking for Gilby. Gilby. Oh, I thought he might have got free kick against him then, but no, it's still in play. Thar Now the Rangers, a lot of work in close. There's an intercept, you're going to get caught. He's about the only one that didn't see it coming. I think they saved the Rangers then. Just go back and kick it. They're playing on at all costs, Gabe.
Yes, they are, and the game's got a bit sloppy in the last 5 minutes. Very congested. If you notice, wherever the kicks are going, there's about, say, 10 players around the ball all the time. So, perfect conditions, we've only had 3 goals, but it's been a good game.
Jonty on the left foot. Jonty Duffy right to the top of the square. Oh, here's a chance.
Oh, missed.
And he slewed that off the side of his boot. That was Callum Norris. There was a golden opportunity gone missing. 2-5-17 to 1-4-10 on the NG scoreboard. 17 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
And Papachasakis, let's hope he doesn't take too many more kick-ins. He'll play on from full-back and kick long, penetrating kick out to half-back. And a juggling mark there by big fella there. Out the back was Quirk. Nice mark so far. He'll kick down towards the full forward area. Over the back it goes. This is dangerous. Hits the deck. Little kick to no one. Oh, now they've got someone there. They just want to use it wisely here. Out the back it goes. Picked up by Malice. And they'll shoot towards goal, but an errant kick by Lockie Stapleton through from behind. They could have raffled that goal if they wanted to, Easton.
I think they did.
And Malice getting a bit of the footy this quarter.
Papachakakis brings the ball back in for Western Jets. It comes over the back. Easton through Quirk. Kicks forward. Mark taken by Pettigrove. Kicks into the middle, into the leading player. Now they get it across. Kick forward by Andrews. Inside 50, but misses the target. Jekka was in a good spot there. Getting into the shadows of half-time. They trail by 8 points, the Jets. Low-scoring affair. Up in front of the cricket nets there. The ball will be thrown in right next to the NG scoreboard. The ruckman, Jazz Corliss for the Eastern Rangers, and Jekka. Ball comes out the back, Burley. He's lost it. It's punched forward, Jekka. He can't take it. Cardamone, quick hands, Burley, left footer. A little bit of an up and under. They play on straight away, the Jets. He spots up a man. 2 bites of the cherry, can't take it. That's in the back.
Didn't mind him playing on there. Just open it up, put him under a little bit of pressure.
They're going to play on. This is Radanovic. Kicks. Comes off hands at the back. Rangers. Wrong guy took it then. Burley, Cardamone by hand. They work it out. Kick just squirted to half back. Could come back from whence it came. Close to the boundary line. They're trying their best to keep it in. Again, the handball comes out. Now a little kick. Cardamone marks and travel the required distance. He's going to switch play. Playing dangerous, Gabe. Stapleton.
But that's a game plan. They're switching a lot when they're at half back. Try to get the open side and run.
And now they come across. They've got some numbers laterally. They've opened up the middle of the ground.
Here we go.
Easton on the Port Phillip Bay side. Jets get across. Now they look to switch back to the other side. They've got some numbers here, but they haven't got the footy. Watkins. He kicks inside. Mark, no, probably should have taken that. 2 bites of the cherry again. Now they wrap it up. Ball caught underneath a couple of them there. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
They're getting the fumbles again, the Jets.
20.5 minutes in, 18 plays 10.
Just underneath the Technica, that is the TAC scoreboard. And the Technica time clock is 20 minutes into this second quarter. 1-4-10 the Jets to the Rangers 2-6-18. Up they go. Tap to the front. Corliss with the tap out. Down it goes. Trying to use the body. Kick out of fresh air towards the goal. Is it a goal? Oh, it's touched on the line. Some great work there. Through for another behind to the Jets, 1-5-11 to 2-6-18. A goal here would be handy right on half time. They'll play on straight away through Fry, and he'll go down the middle this time.
3-on-1.
Jets with the numbers. By juggling mark, he plays on straight away, Butters. Gets it down towards centre half forward. He's got a man there on his own. And that is Watkins, who's been busy.
He's been very busy this second quarter. Watkins has had a fair bit of the footy.
Jack Watkins. He's within kicking distance.
When Butters gets the ball for the Jets, something happens. He's a good user.
He comes in from 45, connects to the left, just through for a behind. I'd love a goal, the Jets, but a lot better play this quarter from them.
NG scoreboard 1-6-12 to 2-6-18 as a goal of difference. Fry kicks to himself. Now he kicks out wide and the mark is taken by Clausen. Riley Clausen on half-back. Goes along the line. He's looking for Quirk. Comes over the back. Needs some help. Wrapped up in a tackle. Goes for the rugby try. He'll be pinged. No, he won't.
Oh, he was lucky there.
Ball to be thrown in. Bang on centre wing. We're picking up some beautiful pictures in the background of Port Phillip Bay and the city of Melbourne. As ball in dispute. Jets. Thar. Quick hands. Now they've got a chance. Can't get boot to ball. Free kick, says the umpire. And Josh Jenkins will take it.
Rudic, I think.
Rudic. Tristan Rudic.
Kick it long, there won't be much time left.
He takes your advice, Gabe. They kick long. They need a mark. And a mark they've got. The big grip of Emerson Jecker, 197 and 87 kilos. Sorry, it's not him. It's Aaron Clark. Similar size, 194 and 83 kilos. Ball just faded. A little bit of outswing there and just got his hands on it, one grab, which has been unusual today, Gabe.
Very much so. There should be a chance to kick this.
Aaron Clark comes in.
Great.
Just puts it on the breeze and hit the Wilbur post. 1-7-13 to 2-6-18. 5 points the difference on the NG scoreboard. 23 minutes 50 in on the Technica time clock.
A little bit of right to left with that kick, so they'll want to be aware of that. Fry to play on at full back, and he does that. Kicks to himself. Runs towards half back. The kick goes. Oh, big mark over the back. Walters, the big ruckman, doing what ruckman should do. You'd like to see more of that. Walters gives it off. They kick it long, down towards full forward. Big spoil over the back, but it's still there for the Jets. They get it out wide. Still Easton doing well with numbers down there to paddle it towards the boundary line. And so did the Jets do well to keep it there.
Yeah, good pressure by the Jets there. Rangers had a couple of opportunities to clear it, but just getting their hands in, a bit of a tackle or an intercept. So
they'll ball it in. We're about 65 out from the Western Jets goal, city end of the ground. Nice long ball in. Ball to ground, it goes. Ruzic can't break away. Rudic. And that will be half time here at Burbank Oval in Williamstown, and not a lot of scores on the board here. Rangers 2-6-18 are leading the Jets 1-7-13, so a 5-point margin at half time here. And how did you see the game so far, Gabo?
Well, it's been a bit of a between the centre half back lines.
Between the arcs.
Between the arcs. It's been just a lot of clear play, open play in between the arcs, but the delivery inside 50's been average at best. Bit of fumbling. To the Jets' credit, at least they've stuck at it, and if they're still in the game. They're only 5 points down. I thought this was a scoring end where we're commentating from the, I don't know, what do we call this? The southwestern end?
Port Phillip Heads end.
Yeah. and there hasn't been a goal down this end yet. So just quickly, the goal kickers for Eastern Rangers, we've still got Garner and Christopoulos with the singles, and the sole goal kicker for the Jets is Jekka.
All right, we'll take a break. On the other side of this, we're going to have a chat to Sean Tui, who is the new talent manager of the Eastern Rangers. You are locked in to TAC Cup Radio.
Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. Executive Maintenance has grown to be a preferred facility maintenance provider by maintaining excellence for over 25 years. A registered domestic and commercial building practitioner, Executive Maintenance provides facility maintenance for government, corporate, property and retail sectors. Whether it's a handyman for your corporate space or a fully qualified crew to manage your project, Executive Maintenance has the knowledge and expertise to provide a personal yet professional service. If you need assistance with your building maintenance needs, email admin@executivemaintenance.com.au. Executive Maintenance, a proud sponsor of TAC Cup Radio. Cowboys Cash and Carry has moved. They can now be found at 694 High Street, Epping, in the hub in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. And to celebrate the move, they have 50,000 pairs of men's and ladies' denim. A huge range of styles, including Kenji, Maya, Maddox, that normally retail for $100, Cowboys price between $10 and $15. That's right, between $10 and $15. Open 7 days a week. Get along to Cowboys Cash and Carry in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. Another year of TAC Cup football and your number one AFL draft site is back and bigger than ever. AdZ Media, powering AFL Draft Central, continues to revolutionise the way AFL draft content is reported. In 2018, the team has increased to more than 40 writers who will provide powerful and cutting-edge stories nationwide. With draft news, features and women's football coverage, AFL Draft Central is your one-stop shop for AFL draft content. Head to afldraftcentral.com.au or stay up to date with us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Check out at AFL Draft Central. Essendon captain Heppel settles, and he's done it! He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun pup Cal Porter is looking good in his debut match. Gippsland Power generates footy legends, and NG is the power behind Gippsland Power. NG Hazelwood are proud to be helping tomorrow's future stars as major sponsor of Gippsland Power. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power! Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com. On taccup.com.au, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Back here at Williamstown, it is half-time. The Eastern Rangers lead at 2-6-18 to the Jets 1-7-13. And Rick, we are joined today. Now, we're in a funny setup today here in the grandstand, so I feel as though Sean's a million miles away, but he can still see us. We just want him in camera shot. Sean Tui, the new talent manager of the Eastern Rangers. How are you, Sean?
Good, guys. Thanks for having me.
Going well. That's the best the Rangers have been at half-time so far this season?
Yeah, it's good to be in front for a change so far this year, but it's been a bit of a scrap, hasn't it? But it's a beautiful day for it and enjoying it so far.
It is. So, first give us a bit of the background on Sean Tui, where you took over the job from Len Villani earlier this year? Yeah,
late Feb I started, so I moved back from a couple of years in Adelaide working with the SANFL as the integrity officer over there. Prior to that, 15 years in the Victoria Police Force. So a bit of a different background, but obviously a lot of local involvement in the footy too out east, and previously played at the Eastern Rangers myself about 22 years ago, so show my age a bit there, but so it's really good to come back here, I suppose. That bit of history there is something that I cherish and really enjoying being back involved.
Who'd you play with at the Rangers when you were playing? that we'd know?
I suppose if you look talking draftees, Jess Sinclair, Dave Wirapunda, Mark Bolton, Jason Saddington, those sort of guys.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And where was your headquarters back then? Where did you train? And
We weren't at Kilsyth where we are now. We're over at Croydon at Town Park in, believe it or not, much smaller setup, and just on an oval. It was more of a second Croydon footy and cricket ground, really. So it was very, very make do, but we had a great time, great memories.
and you're getting a bit of work done down at Kilsyth Oval.
Yeah, so later this year we'll have our current building, not before time, demolished, and along with all the spiders and cobwebs that go with it, and a few skeletons, I'm sure. But we're getting a new facility built there, our centre of excellence, which will be, modern, state of the art, great facilities for the players that, they can really, I suppose, reach their potential and not have any excuses, I suppose, moving forward, because they've really had to sort of make do with what we've got up until now.
And the area of Kilsyth, how does that position in your region for the players themselves?
Yeah, it's fairly central. I suppose a few of the Yarra Rangers boys have got a little bit of travel, but they're going against the traffic, really, coming to training and whatnot. So it's pretty good. It's sort of at the base of the Dandenongs there, and sort of, I suppose, if you're looking at everyone coming from all different angles, it's pretty similar distances for those who are furthest away from the north, south, east or west. So it's pretty good, actually.
And your home ground out at Box Hill's really, turned it on over the last couple of years. It's been beautiful, Nick, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I spent a couple of years at Box Hill after my Eastern days myself, and I've always loved that footy ground too. So, and it's always been in pretty good nick as far as I've known. So, looking forward to getting back out there. I think we've only got about 5 home games there this year. So, but looking forward to getting out there on the wide open spaces of Box Hill.
I think you've got one at Healesville in a couple of weeks.
We have, yeah. So, right out in the heart of our Yarra Valley, which is good. It's good for our Yarra Rangers guys and the community up there to get out there, and that ground's in good nick also. So, it's a good size. So, hopefully we can have a good day out there.
We were talking pre-match, and the Eastern Rangers girls had a game against the Jets beforehand. And you're not directly responsible for the girls, but you oversee sort of the whole operation. How many? Have you got an Excel spreadsheet with every player's name and every detail? How many people do you have to deal with?
Oh, yeah, we've got databases for all our different squads, and then all our staff and volunteers and that as well. So I suppose if you're talking players across our 3 current running programs with the under-18 girls, boys, and then our under-16 squad, you're probably looking at upwards of 180 players. And then you've also got all your players that you're out monitoring in community football as well, that are maybe a little bit younger than that are going to be coming through next year. So our recruiters are starting to gear up for a season ahead there. And then I suppose staff-wise, we've got upwards of 60 to 70 volunteers as well, so all contractors. So it's not a small operation running the TAC club, and it's been a bit of an eye-opener for me coming back into the fold, because maybe I was oblivious to it as a player all those years ago. I don't remember that many people being involved then. So, but I'm really enjoying it.
The place is organised.
Not to mention the families on top of the staff and the players themselves. So
yeah, exactly.
It's a huge operation, isn't it?
Yeah, when you factor in, you've got one of your major stakeholders is your parents of the players as well, and making sure that communication to them is clear and concise, and they know what's going on, because you can't always trust the players to pass it on to them. So
I don't believe that, Sean.
Yeah, so it's that's a key component of it also.
As they go through. The Eastern Rangers over the last few years have been prolific in providing great draft picks, and a couple of number ones a few years ago in Tommy Boyd and John Patton, and Jaden Stevenson went, I think it's 7 or 8 last year to the Magpies. So
6, yeah.
There's been quite a few. What are the stocks looking like this year?
Yeah, I suppose the 10 that Lenny was able to drum up last year is going to be very hard to produce. I suppose when it's only one off the all-time record from one club, that's a breakout sort of year. But now look, we've got some top age lads who have developed, from what I understand anyway, over the last 12 months really well. Hoping a couple more can sort of come out of the woodwork this year. We've got now 6 down at Vic Metro at present, before they have a cut in the next couple of weeks. So that's a great experience for those guys. Cody Hurst had a really good year last year. He kicked a few goals and probably started a little bit slowly this year, finding his feet a little bit. I suppose as one of our leaders and maybe taking on a bit more responsibility there. But we're confident that he'll have a strong year. And probably one, if you're talking one to come out of the woodwork, a lad you would have seen at centre half back for us today by the name of James Blank. Has only come into the program this year. He's a top age player. He's a good size. He reads the ball really well. Has good hands and knows when to defend and when to attack. So really excited by what he could produce this year.
We've been impressed with your captain, Joel Burley, today. Nice left footer. What's his strengths and where do we expect to see him later in the year?
Yeah, Joel's been predominantly running through the midfield this year, and again, greater responsibility, I suppose, comes with the captaincy, so we put him in the guts there and expect that leadership from him. I suppose his key strength really is his running. You would have seen him breaking the lines a little bit today, but he's also sort of playing a key defensive role for us also, and he's doing a great job with that. So what I have noticed in my time is Joel's been getting better every game he plays. I suppose the vote of confidence from his teammates and his peers to vote him into the captaincy, and he was a clear standout in that vote. I think has really boosted his confidence again, and he's handled that well. And he really leads the play as well. So I think you'll see Joel go from strength to strength as the year goes on.
And just on Cody Hurst, he took a bit of a stinger to the shoulder there just before half-time. How does he look at the moment?
Yeah, Cody had his collarbone checked out by the physio and seemed okay to go back on, and then copped another stinger shortly after. As luck would have it, in the same spot, and came off with it again. So I haven't been down in the rooms yet. That was just before half time, so I haven't been down to check on him. But he did look like he's in a bit of pain, so hopefully it's just a bit of a bruise and a stinger, and he can get back out there for us.
Now, the Rangers have got a long-term coach in Darren Buick. I can't remember. Can you remember anyone else coaching the Rangers?
No,
we've been doing this about 10 years. I can't. If he's been there 10 years, I reckon it'd be roughly about the same time we've been doing it. How have you found Darren? What's his secret?
Brilliant. He's fantastic. Really welcoming and inclusive. I suppose me coming into the role new, having an experienced coach like that in his position has made life much easier because he's done it all before and he could do it with his eyes closed. So brings a wealth of experience at all levels to our group, and he really relates to the lads really well. He works at Roval Sports Academy, where a fair chunk of our list actually attend also. So that continuity of messaging there is really important, and you do notice that with those guys. They're really well prepared and well organised away from the field. With their high performance and their nutrition and just their organisation of themselves and preparation. So it's been brilliant getting to know Boris and seeing how he does things. And like I said, I'm learning from him every day and really enjoying the experience.
And the realistic expectations of the Eastern Rangers this year, what are you really hoping to do?
I suppose we're in the business of providing players to the AFL, so if we can get some players drafted first and foremost, that'd be fantastic. And then beyond that, getting the next crop of blokes through playing the highest level they can to continue that pathway. Obviously, as we all know, players develop at different stages, so it's not the end of the road for our players who don't get drafted this year. We just keep pushing them up towards our affiliates through Box Hill and the VFL, and hoping that, and that has shown that's been a great pathway for a lot of players who haven't been picked up at TAC level. So now we'll just keep trying to develop our players as best we can individually and also collectively, and try and create a winning culture. But first and foremost, that developmental side is important to us, and giving those guys the best opportunity they can to get up to that next level.
Good work, Sean. Thanks for taking time out of a busy schedule for you today to join us, and welcome to the job. And we'll be catching up throughout the year. You'll be sick of the sight of us because we've got the Rangers in a fortnight's time against Geelong down at Avalon. So we'll catch up with you then and throughout the season as well. But thanks for taking time to join us today, Sean.
I look forward to it. Thanks for having me, guys.
No worries. We will take a break, and on the other side of this will be second half action.
Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. Executive Maintenance has grown to be a preferred facility maintenance provider by maintaining excellence for over 25 years. A registered domestic and commercial building practitioner, Executive Maintenance provides facility maintenance for government, corporate, property and retail sectors. Whether it's a handyman for your corporate space or a fully qualified crew to manage your project, Executive Maintenance has the knowledge and expertise to provide a personal yet professional service. If you need assistance with your building maintenance needs, email admin@executivemaintenance.com.au. Executive Maintenance, a proud sponsor of TAC Cup Radio. Another year of TAC Cup football and your number one AFL draft site is back and bigger than ever. AdZ Media, powering AFL Draft Central, continues to revolutionise the way AFL draft content is reported. In 2018, the team has increased to more than 40 writers who will provide powerful and cutting-edge stories nationwide. With draft news, features and women's football coverage, AFL Draft Central is your one-stop shop for AFL draft content. Head to afldraftcentral.com.au or stay up to date with us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Check out at AFL Draft Central. Essendon captain Heppel settles, and he's done it! He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun pup Cal Porter is looking good in his debut match. Gippsland Power generates footy legends, and NG is the power behind Gippsland Power. NG Hazelwood are proud to be helping tomorrow's future stars as major sponsor of Gippsland Power. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power! Cowboys Cash and Carry has moved. They can now be found at 694 High Street, Epping, in the hub in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. And to celebrate the move, they have 50,000 pairs of men's and ladies' denim. A huge range of styles, including Kenji, Maya, Maddox, that normally retail for $100, Cowboys price between $10 and $15. That's right, between $10 and $15. Open 7 days a week. Get along to Cowboys Cash and Carry in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com.
On taccup.com.au, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Half time here at Burbank Oval, and the Eastern Rangers with a slight lead, 2-6-18 to the Western Jets, 1 goal, 7-13, 5-point margin, and hasn't been pretty, Gabe, but we've seen some good individual efforts out there today.
We have, and the style that the Rangers want to play looks really good, switching across half-back, kicking to the open side. It's just the execution, both sides' execution. Jets were having some issues with fumbling. I went out there at half-time out in the ground, Rick. The wind is a lot stronger than what we're feeling here in the stand. It's and it's right across the ground. So you could actually smell the sea. So coming straight off the bay, right across the middle of the ground. So there's no advantage to either side, but when it blows, it actually is quite strong. So you could maybe give them a bit of an excuse for the skill level being a slightly down. But in the end, you can't question either side's endeavour. They're putting their bodies on the line. They're tackling hard. They're putting pressure. They're running in. They're doing all the things you want them to do in a game of footy. Just the execution's a little bit out.
And some of the smaller players starting to get involved in the game, especially from the Jets. You've got Butters and Rudick and also Thar getting involved there. Yeah,
but the same on the other side with Clausen and Burley, and I know that Hurst went off, but he was really instrumental early in the game. Purely because the ball is on the ground, not a lot of high marks, not a lot of marking in general. So should be an interesting second half here, Rick.
They're getting set now for this third quarter action, and we've got, you might have to see if Cody Hurst is out there, Gabo.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out there.
So we've got Lockman going into the ruck this time against Walters, and Walters is a big brute of a lad.
He definitely is.
And the ball up straight away there, and well done Lockwood to Carter Money, gives it off. Intercept that time by O'Halloran. They'll get a big high bomb down towards centre half forward for the Jets. Ball spills free over the back. That was Butters, gets it out the back door. Easton with the numbers, she'll be able to clear, and that they do. Out towards Quirk. Quirk will run around. Get on. Oh, his kick was smothered partially. And we've got the intercept. Inside 50 it goes. There is Clark. Gets it. Goes back towards the 50. Oh, they're running into trouble.
Good
and
tackle,
that was Carter Money from behind. Beautiful work. Allows his mate in Burley to get on his left and kick it long towards centre wing. And this ball will come back as well. The Jets getting numbers across that centre of the ground. Walters gets tackled, gives off the handball. They tried to keep it in through Butters. Out of bounds it goes. So we're half forward for the Western Jets. And we're only 1 minute in on the Technica time clock, third quarter. Ball thrown in. Walters with the strength. Lockwood with the leap. Down the front it goes. Burley again getting another possession. Gets it forward towards half forward. Out of bounds it rolls.
I think we're going to get a fair bit of stoppages and boundary throw-ins, especially down that side of the ground.
A few people looking very cosy out in that grass hill over there.
I was going to say, it's not a bad crowd for TAC Cup today. Perfect conditions to be out.
Cosy as in holding hands?
On the no, just on the chairs and laying on the ground. It's quite a nice little spot. Out it comes. They get it over the back, but again, no clear possession. There's Rudick. Rudick gets it out of bounds, and there'll be a ball in. We're about 70 out from goal. No real clear passages yet this quarter.
2 minutes into the third term. We have Walters up against Lockman. Neither get a decisive. Now the Jets scrubbing kick up forward, bouncing, and shoved over the line.
Just quickly around the grounds, Stingrays defeated the Rebels 132-35.
And the Rebels have been going all right. They've started the season well.
Yeah, and the Falcons lead the Bushrangers 20-zip early in that game.
All right, ball to be thrown in. 40 metres around from the Jets' goal. They're kicking to the southern end of the Williamstown football ground. Just rugby-style football here. It's plucked out. Gilby can't get it. Now it's kicked to the top of the square, and mark's taken. That's crazy Kiriazis, who's marked this. He will kick from 22 metres out on a 15-degree angle. What's the... I heard you saying about the breeze, Gabo?
Straight across the ground, going towards the north, you would say. So wing to wing, coming off the sea. So they'll have to aim for the right, or his left
Goalpost.
Kiriazis
comes in and makes no mistake. Jets get the first one of the second half. 2-7. 19 to the Eastern Rangers, 2-6-18.
Yeah,
I'm embarrassed. I'm right in front of a professor of mathematics, and I couldn't work that out. 4 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
Kiriazis being a nice Greek name there. We should wish our Orthodox friends a happy Easter.
Is that this weekend, Gabe?
That's this weekend. So happy Easter to them, and good start for the Jets. Good pressure. They kept all the play was down this end of the ground for the first 4 minutes of play.
Up they go in the middle. Lockwood gets the leap, but didn't get a hand on it. Walters goes and gets it again, forces it out the back. Jets getting numbers, but again we've got some scragging going on there. Can't quite break away. Again, players from both sides piling on it, and the umpire will have to try and clear it out surely. He let them go, but finally we've gained probably 1 metre there in that whole passage.
A lot of congestion I've seen today.
Lockwood, down the front it goes. They can't break away again. We've got another pack for him. Butters gets it out to Rudick. He'll run out and kick it out in front of that time Connor Thar almost took it. There's 2 against 1 here, and Gilby will pick it up, give it across. He's got his mate in Clausen, gets it down towards half forward. Out in front it goes, the ball spills free. Again it goes back into a congested pack. Players trying to punch it out of there. And we're at the forward pocket, the city end of the ground. Eastern Rangers attacking.
I haven't seen Cody Hurst yet, Rick.
Good point. They get it to ground. Jets should be able to clear here. That they do. Down long, but we got Fry to intercept Mark at centre wing. Been a busy player down in defence for the Eastern Rangers. He'll chip it into the middle, and he's got a mate in, that looks like Vassis. Norris it is, goes long, down towards full forward, big fly. They bring it to ground. Again, can't quite break away, now they do. They should have some runners, but they had to go back and just chip it sideways. Luckily, oh no, it wasn't luckily. Clausen intercepts, gives it back in the middle. Again, a disputed ball, and we've got a pack forming. The umpire will come in and ball it up the middle of the ground, Crooksy.
I'll tell you one thing we haven't got. Many executive maintenance marks of the day, contenders, and AFL Draft Central goal of the day.
Been a bit quiet.
Need to get these teams to pick that up in the second half. There's a ball scramble forward. Oh, Luxor Fortune set sail for home and sprays it. That was Josh Honey.
Just had to settle a little bit more. I think his legs were running a bit faster than what they needed to be.
The Jets lead 2-8 to 2-6 on the NG scoreboard. 7 minutes in on the Technica time clock. Fry gets it to Garner. Garner kicks to centre wing. Mark taken by Lucas Vassis. He turns inside and finds Kalkoski. Kalkoski again. Mark taken. Good courage there by Quirk. I keep going to say Kirk, Gabe.
Yeah.
Can't quite get it out. Fry, funny old kick, bit of a floater, and finds James Ross. He's inside centre square. He looks inside 50. Not a lot of tall options up there either.
No. Oh, no.
That's a scrubby kick. It comes over the back. There's a whistle.
What have we got here?
There was a Ross a couple of years ago for Eastern.
Yeah, there was
from
too.
memory. Just wondering.
Was it Benjamin Ross?
Jonathan
Anyway,
Ross?
we'll look it up.
There was a Ben Ross that went to North Melbourne for a little while, but that would have been 10 years ago now.
Xavier O'Halloran has taken the mark for the Western Jets. Lovely searching kick. That's a beautiful kick to crazy Kiriasis.
Oh.
Kiriasis takes a bounce. He sets sail for home. To the wide,
Touch
too
of class
wide.
about that.
Yep. Backing himself. 2-9, 21 to 2-6, 18. 8 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
Like the way he moved around and didn't care there was a player right next to him. Fry will kick out and finds a man in Quirk. He's having a good quarter. Spear passes it. They'll play on again. And through the middle, the hand with Kalkovsky gets it back. The 1-2. Oh, fumble at a crucial stage, but so was the Jets' fumble. Should have made them pay there, the Jets. And the umpire will ball it up just inside the centre square. Western Jets attacking. Ball in the middle now. They've got a runner out the back door. It goes through Johnson. Gets it down towards half forward. Or inboard handball. Here's an opportunity.
No.
Or kicks off one step.
On.
And Fry will take the mark in the back pocket and run off. He's got two choices out there. He's just got to hit the target. Norris is his target. And he gets him on the bounce. He ran out of bounce all the same. You just got to make more of those opportunities because he had two men loose there. And off they went. And gives the Jets another opportunity to rezone here. And this time, ball falls to the front. Well, he dragged that in. He could be in trouble here. Could be in trouble.
Oh.
Yes, he is.
Good call, Rick.
And the tackler there was the captain in Burley. Burley goes wide, misses.
Because he kicked off the back foot, Rick. As
Yeah.
you well and truly know, you never kick off the back foot.
That's right. And it took a leg break and went out of bounds. So we're at centre wing. I'd call that the northern part of the ground.
I would too, Rick.
Up they go. The ball again falls short. I think that wind's impacting the boundary umpires, as you suggested, Gabo. 2 falling short there.
That's right in the teeth of the breeze there.
And players getting up. We'll have a ball up. Outer side of the ground. Up they go. Tap to the front. That time, no clear possession there by Rice. Over the back it goes. We've got a runner here. If they can just straighten it up towards full forward.
Downfield
Big
umpire.
kick. We've got a one-on-one. Oh, juggled over the line out of bounds. Just not quite gathering it in there, Aaron Clark. So they've got another opportunity here, the Jets. They've had a fair bit of it this quarter in this forward pocket. 21 plays, 18, the Jets in front. Up they go. Trying to get, it does well. On the left that time was Jecker. Big high ball to centre forward.
That's what he wanted.
And who was that, Crooksy?
Xavier O'Halloran for the executive maintenance mark of the day.
That is the leader.
Absolute leader. What a beauty.
About time we asked for it, didn't we? It's been a little quiet O'Halloran today. But he's got big captain's goal here. They're dominating the play. They've spent most of the quarter, 11 and a half minutes has been basically in the Jets' half of the ground.
Needs to finish this off.
Kick towards us a little.
Kicks.
No.
Oh, that's straight off the right side of his boot. Did it score? Just scrapes in for a behind. Great mark.
They'll take that at the minute.
2:10:22 to 2:6:18. Fry getting plenty of work to kick out. We are 12 minutes into this third term. Little kick to himself. Gets a bit of ground.
Yeah, there's the win. Look at that.
That ball is held up and nicely read there
Good mark.
for the Jets.
Is that Warner?
Kicks in. Oh, over the top. Oh, he spilt. Jecker. Handball. You're going to get collared.
Too high, umpire.
Umpire didn't see it that way, Gabe.
Dear. I think he made a mistake there, the umpire. They've been pretty
Bit
good,
of a
the
hospital
umpires.
ball, that one.
That had sirens and lights flashing on it as it went through the air. There's a Barry. All right, this ball to be tossed up. 22 metres out from the Jets' goal. Jecker. Now the ball in dispute. Cardamone bullocks his way through. The Rangers feed it out the back and kick it out wide. Hit the boundary, hit the boundary. Now the Jets are going to come back. Oh, dispossessed.
Ball, wasn't it?
I think he might have. Now they clear it. Get it out. Kick forward through Rice. Not the best kick. Jecker can't take it on the first bounce. Ball spilt out for Easton. Butters. He's got him with one arm.
Chicken wing tackle. Thought that was illegal nowadays.
Great work by Rudick there to take on 2 or 3 players and finally shoveled it out to a player. Really good work there. Underneath us here at half forward for the Jets. They're doing all the attacking at the moment. Can't quite break away. That was a high one, and that'll go the way of Rice. And he's right on the 50. It's a difficult kick from this pocket with the left to right.
Oh,
And he goes inboard over the top and takes the mark.
Play
on. They thought the ball might have been touched. Kick
Here we
towards the goal square. Big high ball it is. Up they go. Again, a bit of a juggling attempt out the back door and tackling.
Well, the game's gone up a gear anyway.
A few high balls here down towards the goal square here.
the
And
Jets are dominating.
Jets getting all the ball. They're just not scoring enough at the minute. They tap it to the front. This will go out of bounds or kept in. Did everything to get a kick on that ball, Watkins. And out of bounds it goes. Opportunity here. They just need to break it open a bit.
Come on. We've had a mark of the day. We just need a goal. Give us something special, boys.
Throw in. Tapped over the back door. That was a great tap. We've got a one-on-one.
Oh, should be holding, man.
Almost a hole. Play on's a call. Watkins tackling fiercely. He's landed in his back. And play on's a call. We should be able to work it here through Gilby. He goes back inside. They missed it. Just handball behind him. And that ball didn't travel the required. Kalkowski over the back to Gilby. Does the old goose step. Does it beautifully. Down towards centre wing. Good spoil over the back. Finds Casa. Holding the ball against him. Gilby in that play again.
He's a bit red hot.
Yeah, it was pretty red hot.
Just quickly around the grounds. Falcons 22, Rangers 1 point. I think it's quarter time.
No, get Falcons and
Bush Rangers. Bush Rangers. Wrong Rangers.
So the Falcons are leading.
The Bushies.
How are the Demons and the Roos and the Lions and the Power going?
Just quickly, the D's lead at half-time by 9 points. And the Lions, Port Adelaide are 5 points up against the Lions.
All right, Gilby kicks to beyond wing. Mark taken there by Zalek. Mihal Zalek tries to put one to the spot. Ball in dispute. Kick comes off the pack. Now it's kicked into the middle. Bit of a chaos ball here. Could go anywhere. Wrapped in a tackle, going nowhere. Umpire will
had
come
a lot
in and
of plays where there's been dual tacklers against the
2-on-1
individual.
gang tackling.
All day it's happened. Good to see. Just not allowing him to get it out.
And legitimate too.
Yeah, they've all been there. Kick out of trouble was smothered. Out it comes to Casa. He'll run on and give off the handball. Good little sidestep there. That was done by Butters. Gets it down towards half-forward. Dangerous position, but Easton with the numbers. Should be able to clear, just needs a kind bounce. Quirk got caught. High tackle that time. And Watkins will get the free kick. Watkins will take it in the pocket. He's about 42 metres out when he kicks. Kicking with a slight breeze. I'd say left goal post here.
Just to fade it across.
Yeah.
Fade it across.
Nice and straight to that left post. Comes in, Watkins kicks hard through it, and he went left, and it kept going left. He must have got a bit of hook on that. Roofer behind again.
2 goals, 11-23 to 2-6-18.
What were the girls' scores? 6-1 to 5 straight or something?
The girls were deadly accurate. Ball comes out. It's going to come straight back in. Jets. Had a little bit on it, but nice mark taken by Will Smythe. Handballs off straight away. That's a dodgy kick. Goes a bit more central. Now they're a chance.
That's holding the ball.
He's over the top of it. The umpire looks and says no.
He dragged that in.
The umpire was at the right side of the pack to see that as well.
Yeah.
We are 12 metres out from the Jets' goal. Rangers both got hold of it, and you can hear that whistle perfectly in the effects mic as the umpire comes in. We're 3 steps closer to goal. Tapped. Caught under a pack of players again. Rangers feed the ball out the back. Got to kick it. Got to be smart. Good work by Easton. Vassis clears it. Mark spilt. Jets have got the numbers. Smythe. Need to be quick. Now it's Radanovic. O'Halloran. Good work by Gilby. Jets keep it in. Caught. Tackle. Slung. And out of bounds, says the umpire.
Gilby's done a few nice things this quarter.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of the play this quarter, Gilby.
19 minutes into this third term. Scoreboard has the Jets leading by 4. That'll just bear checking. Beautiful throw in. Lovely throw in. Got a lot of depth on it. Well read by Rudick. Rudick around the corner. And Mark! Great mark taken there by Crazy Kiriasis.
He just landed awkwardly there. He landed on his hip right on the ground pretty hard. It's pretty firm out there,
it's firm surface, and he just landed hard.
He's an excitement package, isn't he, this boy?
Yeah.
Well, that was a
Some
lovely
talent.
read by Rudick. That boundary umpire really gave it a good heave in. He read it better than anyone over the pack, picked it up, kicked it round the corner. And
He's been great,
Kiriasis.
Rudy.
Yep, they've teamed well.
This is a big kick because the Jets have had all the play but only lead by 4 points. So,
Kicking with the breeze, importantly too.
yeah, I don't know about kicking with the breeze, Rick. I reckon it's right across the face here.
He comes in, Kiriasis.
Kick it towards us and let the breeze do the rest.
Stabs at it
And
and misses. Dear, oh dear. 2:11.23 to 2:6.18. It's 5 points of difference. 20.5 minutes in. Fry to bring the ball back in for Easton. He goes more or less up the middle of the ground. They punch it forward, looking for a bit of run on. Caught,
Gone.
dispossessed, holding the ball. Advantage, advantage, advantage. Rangers,
Good mark.
nice mark taken there across half back. They kick it to centre wing. Fly for the ball. Now the Jets. It's a deep kick up forward. Who can mark it?
God.
Just spilt it. O'Halloran. They squeeze it out. They work very
Good
well
tackle. Great tackle.
in confined spaces, but it's over the boundary line and out of bounds.
I think that was blank, I think.
21.5 minutes in, 5 points in it.
And we're about 50 metres out, 45 out from the Western Jets goal. Feels like it's been down here for an eternity. Ball again breaks free, fell short. They slam it down towards the forward pocket. Gilby gets it, gets caught with it. Play on's a call, out of bounds it goes.
Kaepernick it was before with the tackle.
So right beside the behind post here. They'll tap it towards, no, didn't quite get onto it. Oh, he's ran into trouble there. Took on the tackler, and another gang tackle there. Running off with it was Dario. And another ball intercepted this time. Walters, is it, the big fella? He's going to go wide. Bit of a chancy kick, that one.
Low percentage.
Yep.
Low percentage.
Late in the
And,
quarter, kick it to the hot spot.
So we're at half back here. And on the left, Dario gets it down towards half back. Jets get players back just to form a wall, but not sure about the hand pass. Up it goes. Oh, it held up in the wind nicely that time, and a mark out to Honey. He's a long way out.
Go to Clark.
He's gone with the spear pass and allow Quirk to intercept, and he did well there, read it better than most. And Quirk at half back will go to centre wing. Again, this is all the Jets, and a big mark there taken in the outer wing.
Set a wall up, haven't they, the Jets, and the Rangers don't know how to get through it.
And Papachatsakis goes towards centre half.
Oh,
This
come
is
on.
keepings off at the moment, but they've got a chance here. A snap-on goal. It's coming around, but came way too far. And out in the full it goes.
I think that was Thar.
They play on straight away here, Easton, and we've got Quirk again, who's been busy. Gets out very wide. Oh, holds it up beautifully to Stapleton, who takes it at half back. He's got a runner over the top if he hits him up, and that was well done there by Mellis. Turned himself inside out. He goes wide. Fry gets it back to Mellis, who's had a good game as well. Both of them. They'll go towards half back, half forward. Up they go.
Here we
To
go.
ground it goes. A bit of a dribbler across the face. Beats them all. Casa will intercept here and chip it down towards half back in the Rice direction. A bad bounce. Quirk with the spoil. Rice against Quirk. Quirk gets it. Taps it out to his teammate. Over the back it goes. They've got numbers through Duffy. Duffy with the handoff. Oh, he gets caught red hot.
Holding the ball.
There's that man, the defensive tackler in Rocky. Rocky does well there.
Rocky off half back, kicks to centre wing. Jecker over the back, marks it. Need to be urgent here. Right in the shadows of three-quarter time. They've had the majority of play, just haven't had reward on the scoreboard. Emerson, nice evasive skills. Kicks it to the top. Again, ball bouncing. Bit of a chaos. Rudick around the corner. Needs a mark. Oh, siren sounds. Siren sounds. Three-quarter time. 2:11:23. The Western Jets to the Eastern Rangers 2:6:18.
I reckon it might be 2:12, but
I reckon it's 2:12 as well. But
yeah.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Gabe,
the goal kickers.
How do you know this stuff?
All the four. So Kiriazis and Jekka, singles for the Jets, and for the Rangers, who haven't scored a goal since the first quarter, by the way, Garner and Kritopoulos.
all right, we'll take a break, catch our breath. Whatever happens, it's going to be an exciting last quarter here on TAC Cup Radio. Back on the other side of this.
Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. Cowboys Cash and Carry has moved. They can now be found at 694 High Street, Epping, in the hub in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. And to celebrate the move, they have 50,000 pairs of men's and ladies' denim. A huge range of styles, including Kenji, Maya, Maddox, that normally retail for $100, Cowboys price between $10 and $15. That's right, between $10 and $15. Open 7 days a week. Get along to Cowboys Cash and Carry in the Homemaker Centre opposite Epping Plaza. Executive Maintenance has grown to be a preferred facility maintenance provider by maintaining excellence for over 25 years. A registered domestic and commercial building practitioner, Executive Maintenance provides facility maintenance for government, corporate, property and retail sectors. Whether it's a handyman for your corporate space or a fully qualified crew to manage your project, Executive Maintenance has the knowledge and expertise to provide a personal yet professional service. If you need assistance with your building maintenance needs, email admin@executivemaintenance.com.au. Executive Maintenance, a proud sponsor of TAC Cup Radio. Another year of TAC Cup football and your number one AFL draft site is back and bigger than ever. AdZ Media, powering AFL Draft Central, continues to revolutionise the way AFL draft content is reported. In 2018, the team has increased to more than 40 writers who will provide powerful and cutting-edge stories nationwide. With draft news, features and women's football coverage, AFL Draft Central is your one-stop shop for AFL draft content. Head to afldraftcentral.com.au or stay up to date with us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Check out at AFL Draft Central. Essendon captain Heppel settles, and he's done it! He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun pup Cal Porter is looking good in his debut match. Gippsland Power generates footy legends, and NG is the power behind Gippsland Power. NG Hazelwood are proud to be helping tomorrow's future stars as major sponsor of Gippsland Power. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power! Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com.
On taccup.com.au, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Three-quarter time, and the scores must be correct, Gabe. 2:11:23 to 2:6:18. They are pretty quick on the scoreboard. Maybe they snuck one behind us there. So a 5-point lead to the Western Jets. What did you make of that quarter, Gabe?
It was difficult to watch. The Jets dominated. I mean, I'd say if we had the stats available, I'd say they would have had 80% of the play forward of centre in that quarter. And for their own sake, I hope it doesn't hurt them later in this quarter, because they just had all the play. I reckon they had 4 or 5 shots a goal that they should have scored. Just not kicking to the right part. Again, just a little bit of fumbling, a little bit of steadying. when running into goal, but they just dominated the quarter. And the Rangers after quarter time have really just struggled to get any penetration. It probably no coincidence, Rick. Cody Hurst went off, and they just lost.
Good point.
They just lost some momentum. He was the link forward of centre.
Yep.
So, but what are we seeing now is every ball that's gone to around the centre to centre half forward for them is just rebounding back straight into the Jets forward half of the ground. And I think they've just missed his link and his smart play and his good use. It's put a little bit of pressure on. It means the Jets really have clamped down on players like Burley. Jonty Duffy didn't really get much of a touch, and Clausen as well. With Hurst, they were really dominant in that first quarter and a bit. But then as soon as Hurst went off, it was like the pressure just came off a touch off the Jets. But the Jets haven't been able to convert it on the scoreboard just yet. So it'll be interesting to see. When I went out there, that it's definitely a cross breeze, though some kicks have been hanging for both sides, really.
This is the most difficult ground. Remember the game we went here, Rick, where we reckon the flag was blowing to that end, but the wind was, they were kicking with the wind this end. It's a difficult read.
Yeah, so just purely on momentum, you'd say the Jets are well and truly in front, but if the conditions are difficult to kick down to the what do we call it, the eastern end, the city end, you know, it's still game on. It's only 5 points of difference.
I can't pick this at the moment. You'd think Jets had all the ball that quarter, but you just don't know how this wind's going to play in this last quarter, whether it's going to be an advantage to the Eastern Rangers or not. Seems to be slight advantage. The way they're kicking it half back, that's definitely into that breeze on the grandstand side of the ground. It's definitely into the breeze, so they're going to have to get it together, Eastern Rangers. If they can put their game together, they can easily pour on a few in this last quarter. But I like the work rate of the Jets at the moment. They were fantastic. Some real good movers in Rudick and Butters and Kiriasis, Watkins also, and Jenkins, all doing good work for the Jets. And the other movers for the Eastern Rangers, I really like Quirk's game, Fry, Burley and Malice, especially in that quarter, and Gilby as well.
Yeah, definitely. And the Jets seem to have a bit of a structure. That the two tools that they've got down there, that they don't get a lot of the footy, but they're targets, and that's Checker, mainly playing at centre half forward, a bit higher up, and Aaron Clark. And I think they should kick to Clark a little bit more often. He got himself in a couple of good positions, but the kicks have been a little ordinary going forward. The concern now for the Rangers are who have they got up forward? Who's the tools that they're kicking to? We haven't really seen much footy down in the forward line for the Rangers since quarter time. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the last quarter.
All right, last quarter action. There's 5 points in it. The Jets hold a tenuous lead here at three-quarter time, going for their second victory of 2018, and the Rangers yet to get a W on the ladder yet. Umpire holds the ball aloft. Last quarter action. Take it away, Rick.
This time Walters with the size advantage here, gets it down. They couldn't read it. Ball partially smothered, taken that time by his opponent in McCormack. They get it down forward now, centre half forward the Jets. Clearing kick down towards centre wing. They're in the van here. They couldn't quite get it over. Fumble at the crucial stage. But he did go and help out his teammate there, and there's a bit of a high tackle there.
Yes. Just off the ball, that one, Rick.
Yeah, and that'll go to Vassis.
Gets it way down.
So they'll go down towards full forward here. Rice with the fist, gets it down. They can't break away Walters. Rice gets the clearing handball, but it's still not out of the trouble zone. Back in the middle they go. Now they'll get numbers out through Andrews. Out towards half forward.
That's a good
out
kick.
In front that time of Jecker. He'll play on for the Jets. And a good intercept mark there to Ross at half-back, or in the last line, really. He gets it across to Fry, who fumbled, missed it. Out the back door it comes. There goes Rudick. He wheels around, chips it inboard towards full forward. Up they go. Body work there, wasn't taken. Cardamone gets it out. He gets it back, and he'll clear the ball.
Eastern Rangers into the back pocket. looking for Fry on half-back, and coming in to intercept was Darcy Casser.
I know it's only a minute and a half in, but I'm worried for the Rangers already. They've rebounded twice, and both times they haven't been able to penetrate out of their defensive 50.
Ball thrown in on the ground. Thar can't pick it up.
Good hands.
Comes out the back to Casser. It's a dirty big up and under. The big men fly. Ball bounces. Now the Rangers by hand. Gilby gets it backwards to go forwards. They need a mark. Can't take it. Now the Jets. This is Ellis. Gilby for Easton. And ball will be thrown up.
That's 3 rebounds outside of 50, and the ball's come straight back in. Got to try and use it a little bit more, maybe run it a little bit more. Shepherding.
Good call, Gabo. Rangers with a free kick. They go out wide. They're looking for Zalek.
Good mark.
But mark taken here by Papachasakis.
And it's going to come back in again.
Papachasakis. Long kick inside 50. Comes in on the breeze. Now it's bouncing into a dangerous area. They need to be precise here, the Rangers, and they are. They kick it out to centre wing.
Oh, great mark.
Papachasakis. Great mark, Jack.
A definite contender there, Crooksy, for the mark of the day through executive maintenance.
It's in the Quinella. Ball in the middle. Rudick. Right in the heart of the Burbank Oval. Rudick.
That's it. Kick it to the hot
long
spot.
king up forward. Little bit of jostling. Snap it goal. Snap it goal. Bouncing. Bouncing.
Touched, I think.
Touched. Behind.
Got a little bit excited there, Crooksy, for a
Well,
point.
we haven't had a lot of AFL Draft Central goal of the day. 2-12-24 plays 2-6-18, 6 points the difference, and we are almost 4 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
Gilby runs it out of defence, kicks towards the wing. Over the back it goes. They should be able to tap it forward, but no clear possession. The Jets get numbers back. Here they go. They'll run it out of defence that time through Radovanovic. He gets it across. They play on.
And Smythe will take it. Handballs to Thar. Thar places it. Just comes around nicely on the breeze.
Oh, in the back almost.
No call. Massive cargo ship in the background there, just leaving Port Phillip Bay.
That is massive.
One of the pleasant sights, one of the byproducts of coming here to Williamstown is the view as the ball kicked forward. Now the Rangers caught with the ball. Jets buys himself some space. Johnson, good work.
Tackling's been really good by the Jets. Very physical side as well.
They go in short, sharing the ball. Rudick, he's been good.
I think they're going to run the clock down now, Crooksy.
It'll be interesting votes, Gabe.
Yeah, it'd be tough, I think, today.
Here we go, Weston. That's just hacked forward by Rice. Ball hits the deck. Can have a bit of a snap this way, that way. Over the back, Clark. Caught. Kick to the top of this. Yes, no, spilt, running. Snap. Now the Jets again, still got the ball. And that is Crazy Kiriasis. He puts it through. How many's he got, Gabe?
2 goals, 2 today.
2-2, 7-14, 56 to 2-7-19. And you're hearing us, Rick?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Crooksy. Breeze is a bit stronger now, favouring more so the Eastern Rangers end over the other side of the ground towards that forward 50.
All right, back in the middle. It is Darren Walters for the Western Jets.
Been an avalanche of goals this quarter, 5 to the Jets.
Rangers can't get it out. Jenkins kicks it up and under. Not 15, not 15. Ball in dispute. Lovely work in heavy traffic by the Rangers. It's kicked deep inside 50. That is too high.
Caught him high.
And Billy McCormick will get the resultant free kick. right in the shadows of full time. Haven't had a goal since the first quarter, Gabe, is that right?
That's right, and I think they kicked the first 2 in maybe the first 15 minutes, I think, as well. So it's been a long time between drinks.
Billy McCormick kicks.
Not a bad effort. That's a goal.
Beautiful. Well done, Billy. Good kick. Good goal. That is the Rangers' third. 3-7-25. They trail by 31. 7-14-56. Almost 25 minutes into the last quarter.
He's not a bad size, 190, and a bottom major too. So
as the siren sounds, 31 points is the difference. And the Western Jets get their second win for season 2018 with a dominant last quarter. How many goals in the last quarter, Gabo? 5?
I think it was 5 goals, 2 or 3, I think it was, to 1 goal there to the Rangers at the end, of course.
All right, perhaps you could run through the goal kickers.
Yeah, sure. For the winners, the Western Jets, we had 2 goals to Crazy Kiriasis and singles to Connor Thar, Emerson Jekka, Xavier O'Halloran, Tom Warner and Aaron Clark. And for the Eastern Rangers, singles to Garner, Kritopoulos and Billy McCormack with a consolation at the end there. So good winners there. I think the Western Jets probably had most of the play for the last 2.5 quarters. The Rangers dominated the first quarter and a half. Probably couldn't put them away, realistically, with all the play that they had. And we did mention, I think, at quarter time and half time, the Jets weren't playing well, but were still in the game.
As Rick's just letting the players shake hands, and he'll be cutting a couple from the pack to have a chat to from the victors. Scores are correct.
Correct weight.
7-14-56 to 3-7-25. And Rick is down on the ground and he is speaking to Tristan Rudick.
Yeah, Tristan, it was a bit of a sloppy first half, wasn't it? But the Western Jets really dominated the play and had it on the forward line in that second half.
Yeah, got off to a slow start, just a bit sloppy with the skills and all that kind of stuff. But we fixed it up in the second half, brought the intensity and played really well.
And your role, you get to play a bit on the ball today. What was your main role?
I was just playing like as a high forward, pushing up to the contest. Sometimes drift back and play a bit of forward pocket and just try and set up some teammates and for some goals and stuff like that, so yeah.
And over the Easter break, did you guys get to work on your game or did you have a bit of a break?
Yeah, we did a bit. We trained it and yeah.
Did what you could. All right, well, pleasing signs anyway for the Jets. Good to get away with a win after only kicking a couple of goals early, but really dominated the play, and well done. A great game yourself as well.
Thanks, mate.
Good on you, Tristan.
Yeah, he was quite good, Crooksy, especially in the second half. When they started getting their hands on the footy and be a little bit cleaner, they were really good. And look, I think there's some good signs for the Jets because I think there's a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah, absolutely. Now down on the ground for Cowboys Cash and Carry is Rick Morris speaking to Zach Butters.
Zach, great win, congratulations. And it is a bit breezier out here than we first thought when we came down to Burbank Oval. How was it to play out there?
No, it was a pretty good day. Perfect day for footy. A bit of wind, just a bit deceiving when you kick it, but I think couldn't ask for a better day to play footy with.
And what were your thoughts at half-time? There wasn't much between both sides. Did you think you had a bit of an edge?
Yeah, I think we had a bit of an edge. Like if we execute some opportunities, some easy ones as well, I think we go in 2 goals up, but just it's the way the game is. I think the boys fought really hard to come back in that second quarter.
And the message at half-time, was there much talk about use of the footy? And because you definitely improved in that area in the second half.
Yeah, I think at half-time we were overusing the ball too much, like too many handballs, so Torren just simply told us, get the ball on the boot, give the forwards an opportunity, really.
And the forwards came into their own in the second half. Once you started using the ball better, got a bit freer, you were able to kick it up high to the talls.
Yeah, that was our plan, and I think it worked. Emerson Jekka and Aaron Clark worked good down there and got some goals, so that's what we want.
All right, well, congratulations, Zach, on a great game, and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks, Rick.
Good work, Rick, as you make your way back. You going to have a go at getting the song, Rick?
We'll give it a go if we don't get blocked out.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. We don't get to see the Jets too often, so it'll be good. So that's it's the one thing I take out of the game, Gabe, is on a positive, the Jets have got a bit of potential.
They definitely do, and I just think they only really played 2 and a bit quarters. They fumbled a lot. They still even fumbled towards the end, but they tackle well. They run hard. So I think there's a lot. And on the other side, the Rangers, I don't think they weren't too far behind. I just think the difference in the end was Jets had some structure going forward. The Rangers didn't really have anyone to kick to, especially at centre half forward more than anything. So I don't know what they've got in stock, the Rangers, but they just need a marking target. They don't have to take the mark. Checker and Clark didn't take many marks, but they were able to bring the ball down. And they were good on the ground. Clark and Checker got a lot of possessions once the ball hit the ground. So
here they go.